Alright, we back for another episode of Bigsixbants. A little bit different here. We got the guests, we got a debutant today as well. I'm just gonna welcome him. But you know what? You might as well welcome yourself, bro. Obviously, I've been on his channel, but it's his debut here. Beeks, what are you telling me, bro?
Bro, it's your boy Beeks, and we're back in the building. Hey, yo, love for having me on, Monts. Yeah, bro, I ain't been online for a minute, so to come on here and do this thing, it's calm, man. Like, thank you for having me on, bro.
Come on, man. We had to bring you over here. It's been in my plans to get you on the channel a few times, innit? But hopefully we see you back on your screen and our screen many more times, man. Obviously, the other two, I'll let these man introduce themselves. The Big Six fan base, they know who they are.
Yo, take it away, Saint. Take it away, Saint.
Come on. Saint, it's your boy Saint from Saint LFCTV. What's going on? Yeah, man, listen, had to come and show my boy Monts some love, man. I ain't really been online for a hot minute, but I'm back. I told you, man, if we creeped up into the top four, man, we're gonna be obnoxious with it. So I'm keeping my word. Is it me? Yeah, man.
Love that, bro.
Yeah, man. And yeah, flawless Mr. Take Note, Sarcasm City TV in the building. You already know. Big up Monts, big up Saint. So yeah, man. You know me. Man's here. Looking forward to this. Yeah, man. Blessed for having me again, Monts. Much appreciated.
Come on, man. As I said, man, we got three absolute dynamos in here, man. I love it, man. But yeah, it's a different episode today, people. I'm gonna be real. It's not club football, so no, covering the badge today. We cover the badge, take off the badge. We're talking about England's actual squad. So this is a video based on England. So we're just gonna have a talk about, the chosen squad and the guys that have actually been left out, unfortunately. And I just want to get, especially you guys' opinion, because I've got a few people who I feel like should have been in the squad, innit? And a couple, man, who, for me, I don't think it's not that they haven't done enough, but they haven't stood out to me. You wouldn't go bang there. That's you. You should be the man in the squad. So let me just go through the defenders first. So we got Trent, we got Chilwell, we got Connor Cody, Reece James, Harry Maguire, Tyrone Mings, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Kieran Trippier, and Kyle Walker. Now, lads, what do you think about that defensive selection? We'll start with Beak. In fact, we'll go. I'll go for it. Go on.
Yeah, I was gonna say what it is when I see that is what is he gonna go with? Is he thinking of a back three with wing backs, or is he gonna go with a flat back four? That was my first thought.
It's gonna be it's gonna be free, isn't it? But
yeah. Because he picked four right backs. I did try and give him some leeway and go like, all right, we know Reece James and Kyle Walker can both play right-sided centre backs, and Trippier and Trent, and all four of them can play wing backs as well. So maybe he's got four of them, and two of them are classed as right-sided centre backs. I still think it is one too many, but it would make more if he lines up with a flat back four. I'll have no idea why.
It just makes no sense, innit?
You know what, yeah?
But back three makes more sense, if you take
Cody there. When I saw Cody there as well, I said, yeah, he must be going for a back three.
And then he's gone Tyrone Mings maybe for the balance. Obviously, both Luke Shaw and Chilwell can play left wing back. So I think everyone was a bit harsh on him with the four right backs. Maybe take three. I think it was one too many. If he would have took three.
I just feel like he chickened out, innit?
Yes, He bottled it, man.
That brother with the waistcoat is a pussy, yo. How are you taking 10 defenders, bro? How are you taking 10 defenders? Number one, you took 10 defenders. Number two, you took four right backs, yeah? Number three,
you take 10 defenders and like four midfielders. You're away.
You took Connor Cody, bro.
If he has taken 10 defenders, it's fine, and he's playing a back five. That's two for each position. So I kind of understand it. I don't agree with it, but I kind of understand it.
He's saying that we're already getting to the final. He's literally gone.
Alright, everyone says Connor Cody, though. Connor Cody, bro.
Yeah, but he's alright for the free. He's all right for the. He plays.
I'm not trying to hear. I'm not trying to hear all that, man.
Do you know what? I hear Nick because he's a Scouser, innit? So I hear Nick's point. He's a Scouser. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. He's got the sleeves now. I'm only trying to give balance. Yeah, he shouldn't have been on the plane. I'm not here to make a thingy. But I hear him. If you're going to play a three, because then
Wolves have had a bad season.
And
Wolves have had a bad defensive season.
They haven't had a good season, but that's because he changed it, though. Because they've been playing, someone correct me if I'm wrong, someone in the comments who's watching it back. I swear they've played a back four, and that's where the struggles have gone. And we've seen Cody is deficiency. So Cody, and even though I'm not a fan of Cody, I don't think he should be on the plane. I'm just trying to understand where he's coming from, because people are quick to try and cook Gareth Southgate in it. Like, people were ready before the squad was announced.
Trust me, but I do. You're right. I'm with Flawless. I'm trying to make sense of it.
Yes,
but
and I
deep down, I
understand
feel
it.
like he just didn't have the balls. He
Nah.
he would have cut Trent and would have been like, oh, and you know them ones there, but you
You
shouldn't.
should have cut one of them. You should have cut one of them. You should have stood on his ground and cut one of them.
If you're going with that much defenders, you're kind of showing us your hand. Like that's the type. You ain't going out there to play expansive football. Like you're taking 10.
But Saint, was you shocked by this though? I wasn't shocked. I know he's not going to go there and play saucy football.
I'm not
you know what I'm saying?
shocked,
you know what it is, yeah? Do you know what it is? I'm not shocked, but this year, I thought it would force his hand a little bit in terms of like, yo, we got some techie ballers. Like, you're gonna have to, like, what? You're gonna really throw Madison not on there? Like, do you know what I mean? You really Grealish? Like, I thought it would show. Like, he'd have to be like, all right, fuck it, I have to. You know them ones there, but no, obviously he went.
Oh, but you know what? My thing is. You know what my thing is. Yeah, like cool. Like, if you want to take the 10 defenders or 11, whatever, do your thing in it. Like that's
What's at 11?
Fam, my thing is is that when you see certain players on there, like you like so. Okay, I'm really because this Connor Cody thing slightly annoying me, innit? Yeah, you got players like him, but then you got players like the likes of maybe let's say Jesse Lingard now from January, yeah, that I'm blind in season and he's been on form and he's killed it at West Ham and he's allowed West Ham to get to Europe. And Southgate likes to use this thing of based on form and whatnot. Then surely you'd be like, all right, cool, man. Do I really need Connor Cody even though I've got 9 other defenders?
Really
no, I really don't. Do I really need Trippier? No, I really don't, bro. There's room for other people who are warranted a place in that squad, but yet we're stuck with 10. So I'm just like, bro, like, really?
That leading. Let me just lead on from that as well. I feel like as you man said, I get the thought process, but for me, if you're gonna pick 10 defenders, at least pick the right 10 defenders. Do you get it? So, you know, there's because as this is gonna lead on to my next question for you lot, like, and I'm gonna lead this off. There's certain man who I think shouldn't be here, and there's certain man I think that should have been here. For me, I look at the likes of Connor Cody, shouldn't be on that plane. I look at Harry Maguire, half fitness, defo should not be on that plane with his fitness issues. Fit, I'm taking him. But with the fitness issues, he should not be on that plane. Tyrone Mings, for me, should not be on that plane. Even though he's had a decent season, he's been good enough to be in the mindset to think, all right, he's going to be
better than Konsa.
But he hasn't been better than Konsa. So for me, and I'll go, who I'd rather have seen is I would have seen, for me, Ben White. You know, I would have rather see Konsa there. And do you know who I feel like has a shout, but again, I think it's slightly opinionated. I think I would have took one of the Burnley boys. I know it's crazy, but like, you know how you got your Connor Cody? I think he's more on the peripheral of the centre-backs that you bring, so probably not going to play. If you don't play a back five, Cody, for me, he's not going to play this tournament. You got to bring one of the Burnley boys. Just someone who's going to put their body out there and he's a little bit more reliable because...
Play like a Croatian.
I've seen... Or even Dunk. I'm sorry, I'm throwing his name out there as well. Even Dunk's been... They've been impressive, man. Some of these men have been impressive.
You man are gonna laugh at me, yeah? You man are gonna laugh.
He's gonna say Nat Phillips, I know.
Come on, rude boy, with chest.
Yeah.
The guy said it with chest. I said it with hella chest and that in it. But what he should have done to me is take the youngest, because I wasn't even gonna go the Ben White. Like, I think Godfrey should have been a shout in there. I think Tomori you have to look at as well. Like, why not? Like,
Tomori,
get these. If you look at other nations when they've done it, like. I think that if I think of Germany and other teams and Spain, if I remember correctly, like they took younger squads and then they might have fell short and then they win the tournament after and win the tournament after. There's no substitute for tournament experience. That's why I should have took these young guys, even if they don't play. Why not take a Tomori or Godfrey? Even if Godfrey or Tomori they don't play, why not? You know what you're getting from Mings. You know what you're getting from Cody. Godfrey, to me, Godfrey ceiling, Tomori ceiling. Them man are younger, their ceiling's higher. So why not take them?
I agree.
Why not take him?
I agree. Maybe
that comes with foresight and that comes with having a plan. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I said, this team just seems like it catered for man. You know them ones that sort of at least like, you know, like that. Like
it's catered for him.
Not on a bring your bedrooms thing, but a bring your bedrooms thing.
Yeah, like that.
Man. Like an old school McDonald's party. That's what it's like. You know what I'm saying?
You might want to roll through. Like, come true. I agree. I think the likes of Tomori should have gone. I mean, you look at Tomori. He's gone to AC Milan. He's benched their captain and he's leading the line. And he's got AC Milan back into the Champions League. I don't understand why the likes of Tomori or Konsa weren't looked at. Do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. Take these guys, bro, and you've missed this opportunity.
Yeah,
It
because then
doesn't
that
make any
leading
sense.
into the next World Cup and the Euros after could stand them in a
better
better
ground.
position, to then perform if somebody does get injured and now it's on you.
Right.
Because people say, oh, they're young, they're not good enough. How are we going to find out if they don't play? I could be totally wrong on Tomori and Godfrey because I look at them both and they're both good centre backs. But we could be wrong. But how are we going to know if they never play? You know what you're going to get with those.
Godfrey for me, he has been pretty decent. I think Godfrey is a floor below Tomori this season. A floor below.
That's what I'd say. I'd say
But
Tomori.
I also feel like Godfrey is also a result of great managing from Ancelotti. You know what I mean?
So imagine
not every player, yeah.
So imagine what that would have done for his confidence being under Ancelotti, having a good season. Then you go to the Euros, and then you might play a couple games and have a good, and then you go back to Everton, and then he could, you never know. Like, we need to find out if these players are good enough or not. Because I'm not even thinking about this tournament. England should be targeting the Euros after this, the World Cup after this, and look into that. Like, you have to build. If you look at other nations, they've done that. If I remember correctly, I think Germany did that, where they had a terrible World Cup, and then I think it was either the one after or the one after that they won. But one they went out in the group stage.
They got slapped by us, and they're like, "Oh yeah, watch this." You know that we're there. Like.
So man, I'm gonna move on to the midfield. Yeah. So and by the way, I'm not going with the 33-man squad. This is the actual squad. So we got Jude Bellingham, we got Hendo, we got Mason, we got Calvin Phillips, and we got Declan Rice. So only five midfielders.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what's your take on that? Because
that's nonsense.
Name that five again. Give me that five again,
so
please.
Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, Jordan Henderson. Yes, 3 men that can play the same position. I said it. Yeah. Mason Mount and Jude Bellingham.
It's one of them because it's 5 for 2. It depends. Is he going to play 1-6? Is he planning on playing 2-6? There's so many questions that are going to be answered once they line up in the first game. I'm not sure. I'm with Salem on this one, bro. Yeah. Like, that's what it is. If he lines up with the back 3 and has 1-6, then or say 2 6s, it would make like, how are you planning on playing? Like, that's the biggest key because you've got this big 25-man squad or however many numbers it is.
It shows
I'm looking at like, how do you play? Yeah, it does show his hand. How are you playing? Because
you man, looking at this for me, 10 defenders, 5 midfielders, that screams 3-5-2 or 5 at the back. It screams 5.
This is the worry.
It screams it. But it could be, I get what you're saying with the 5 at the back. It could be very attacking. It could. I'm not saying it will be. I think it's highly unlikely. I think he plays the back 3 with 2 DMs.
It depends what you do with your wing backs, isn't it?
If your wing backs one, so if you've got Trent one side and Shaw, they're both attacking wing backs. Then say for instance in the 6 you're playing Calvin Phillips, and let's say for argument's sake it's Jude Bellingham. That's very attacking.
You know
he's not playing that.
You know he's gonna play.
He's gonna play. He's gonna play Rice and Henderson. Yeah, I already know.
This man's so predictable, man. It's so predictable.
I think he might even go Phillips and Declan. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really trying to hear Phillips, man. I'm not. I big up Phillips. You did your thing, and I'm not, bro, man. You know the opposition. You know the opposition of them, man. They look at that. They go, raw. They go, wow. Who's that Philip you? They actually go, who that Philip you is, bro. Like, we don't really know him. Like, you get me? I'm not really like you did your thing and that, but raw Phillips and Rice in midfield.
For me, if you're bringing Phillips, if you're bringing Rice and Hendo, you can't take Phillips. I know he's had a good season and the players around him, but you can't take Phillips. And then for me, you got to bring more. You have to go and get a box to box. So for me, Water shouldn't have been dropped.
But then Hendo's not fully fit though, no.
Yeah, literally.
But there's a difference between Henderson and Phillips. Look at me in my eyes, Beeks, and try.
No.
Henderson trained. They said Henderson trained and he looked fine. Like Henderson has trained, innit? Like Maguire hasn't trained.
I can see the leadership. I can see, do you know what I mean? The experience. I can see, do you know? Cool. There's a real argument for Henderson. I get it. But we don't need to be doing both Henderson and Phillips, bruv. Like, come on, really.
I get your point. To me, what he should do is you play Bellingham next to somebody. To me, it's Bellingham on one over. If he's good enough for Dortmund, who are chasing Bundesliga and chasing Champions League, then he's good enough for England trying to win a Euro.
Stop bringing in, and you know what? Places are important, bruv. We don't have places to make you look good. Like, he's on the plane. Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Bringing him, play it. Like, you know them way there. Like,
yeah, I hear you. Yeah. I get what you're saying with that, and that ties in with what I said about experience as well. Is like to me, taking Bellingham, I'm glad he's there, but play him. Can play. Why do you play him?
So lads, I'm gonna go. Who do you man say? Who would you man rather have taken? So we'll go around. We'll start. Let's start with Beeks. Who would you have taken instead if you had the choice of five midfielders?
5 midfielders. No, I still take the likes of Henderson, Rice, Bellingham, Mason Mount. Who's the other one there? Well,
Calvin Phillips was the other one, yeah.
I'm not taking Calvin Phillips, bro.
So who would you take
I'm not.
instead?
I'm no disrespect here. I don't even need. That's 3 players on that merit. I can't really be doing them things there, bro. The forward line. Are we gonna class Foden as a forward?
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
listen,
because Foden for me is not. Or if you would rather play him as a CM, this is
I
your choice.
would rather play if I had it my way, 3 in midfield. I'd say cool. I'd leave Rice as the holding or defensive, whatever you want to call that position.
Yeah,
and then I'll play either Bellingham or Foden. If it's not Foden, I'll play Bellingham and Mount. That's how I'll keep it, bro. That's how I'll keep it. I'll keep it nice and clean in midfield.
So what? Oh, okay.
Go on. Say, well,
I'm thinking Maddison, bro. Everything Beeks said. Phillips don't come on the plane from Maddison.
I even forgot, but you know what? Madison fully fit like that. He's only just come back from injury. This is why I said like I'd love to. We've got to base it on. We're saying all of this thing, but we got to see, are these men fully fit?
I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay, that's the case.
Yeah. Then. Otherwise, I would have said Madison. I would have said Madison. But the likes of Calvin Phillips, maybe that one is a bit of a, maybe he goes, do you know what? Let me just take him in it, because obviously I've been picking him for the England games and whatnot. That's why I feel like I don't feel like we lack quality when it comes to things like that in midfield, bro. We're lacking, bro. We even lack in defense. We're taking. Look at the players we're taking, bro.
A nice creative player that we just don't have that player. We just don't have that. Like that. Like that's why I was thinking like a Maddison to pull some strings, but just
because you got others in there. Like England's forward line isn't like attacking ballers. So in terms of tens and nines, like the quality is nuts. Maybe he should have dropped out one of the centre backs.
So go on. Go on, Flawless. So what's your 5 then? Is it the same or?
It's one of them. Now I'm taking Lingard 100%. Off his form alone, Lingard, how does he not go? You know what I'm saying? Not only was he one of the most informed informed players in the league, number 1. Number 2, he's performed at tournaments before for England. Number 3, he scores in big games. You know what I'm saying? Like Beeks Channel, imagine he scored in finals. He scores in big games.
He's got a real good rapport with them.
He's brilliant in the change rooms.
Bro, imagine him and Declan Rice, and they've been doing all sorts of stacking on the beat and that. Like, come on,
that's a valid point considering the form he's had, and then you're gonna play Rice, who's West Ham. Yeah, it makes sense. So there's hella links. And the thing
is a good. Like, I'm so stuck. How are you not thinking of that?
It depends if he's gonna. It depends if he's, like I said, if he's gonna go with the 2 6s. Does he play 1 6? But does he play Rice next to a Bellingham who's more attacking? Is he looking to play Phillips and Rice, Phillips and Henderson? Like, that's the mix, and that's the issue you have. Because I don't mind the 2 in there, because then the in front you can play Kane and you can play Foden and Grealish. You can play Mount and Lingard. Like, you've got so many different options, but I just don't think he's going to utilize them like that. I don't think he's going to utilize them like that.
He'll play.
Don't play Rashford. I'm a United fan. He should not play Rashford.
He shouldn't play Rashford, bro.
He shouldn't play
Rashford.
Rashford shouldn't even have gone. He should have done what Greenwood did and said. Greenwood should have
he'll play Rashford and Sterling. That's what he'll do, bro.
I'm not gonna keep mine short. I would have liked to take Maddison along with the other 4, taking Phillips out. But for me, Lingard has to go. Like he has to go. He absolutely has to go. There's no reason why Lingard shouldn't play for England when he's got more experience than every other midfielder, maybe bar a few.
And he's in form.
He's on fire. He thinks when you're in form, you can do anything. Honestly, you can actually almost pretty much do anything. Do you know what I'm saying? And if it's not Lingard, then for me, I feel like Ward-Prowse would have been the one over Ward-Prowse over Phillips for me. I feel like Ward-Prowse was hard done by, because even though we've got Trent for set pieces, I think Ward-Prowse is the next best guy, arguably better. If it comes when it comes to direct free kicks, you know what I mean? Especially,
are we taking players based on them playing, just taking free kicks, bro? Like,
you know why we have
really? Because he's a good player, man.
Yeah, you know why you should have him in the squad is just in case you're going into extra time set pieces can be
And
very
he can play
important.
ball,
You throw
Beeks,
him on,
man.
literally.
He's
I
not-
get your
yeah,
point,
no,
Beeks.
he-
If there was Cole, sorry to cut you off, Monts. If there was
go on.
No.
Yeah. He
Back.
lagged a little bit.
I lagged a bit. Yeah. Man's back. If there was much better players in front of Ward-Prowse, I'd understand. But we're talking Calvin Phillips,
you're right.
Jordan Henderson, who ain't fit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Rice, who
I hear you,
we're
I
still
hear you,
unsure on. So, like, to me, you put him in the squad.
But Italy is strong, man. You know, they'll just bring on a man, little specialist, and what we can be done, bro.
Yeah, it's
like
true. Sometimes those are the differences in games. That one delivery, especially now, as I said, going onto our forward line with the likes of DCL, who can climb a mountain, but you can jump over a mountain. You've got Harry Kane, exquisite in the air. Do you know what I mean?
And
but
you got
now
all them big, you got all 6 centre backs. You are all good there, really. You know what I'm saying? We seen how important it was in the last tournament for England from set pieces. But what they have now is more flair. When you've got Sancho, Grealish, Foden, Mount, Sterling, Rashford, you have so much creativity to work with.
One point as well, I also think sometimes, even though we have wing backs with brilliant set pieces, so you got Luke Shaw, who's got a wicked left foot, you got Chilwell, wicked left foot, you got Trent, wicked right foot, and you've got Trippier, wicked right foot. You don't want your wing backs consistently taking set pieces because they have to run the length of the pitch to get back into position. And, you know, teams like France, Belgium, Spain, Germany, they're not going to run back quicker than the other man can run forward. You see what I'm saying? Especially if it's a bad delivery, because it doesn't matter how good you are, it's definitely possible to not beat the first man and they're on the counter. So, you know, that's why sometimes when you have people like, let's say, we're not doing the Harry Kane or set pieces again, so I'm not even trying to hear that. So if we do have the Ward-Prowses there, it's good to have someone who's a central midfielder who's not really going to have to make up that much ground when he's taking a set piece. If it goes wrong, he doesn't have to make up ground because he's already in the middle of the pitch. He's already in the middle of the park. So again, I know that's such a minute detail, but sometimes I've seen it for Liverpool. I've seen Robertson go all the way to the other side of the pitch to go take a set piece, and we get hit on the counter attack. I've seen it happen. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but we'll move on to the front line. Who we got serious ammo up the top of the pitch. So we got DCL, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, we got Phil Foden, we got Jack Grealish, Harry Kane, Sterling, Rashford, Sancho, and Bukayo Saka. Lads, what are we feeling about that?
That's a forward. Is there in the tournament that stacks up? It's not the best, but I'm saying it stacks up against anybody's in terms of depth.
100%.
Yeah,
like all the players you just named there, I don't think there's a bad player in there. There's not a player.
No way.
Yeah, you shouldn't really be in there.
No one needy.
That's why even when you man said, and you man are only saying it because you man are Man United fan. Even when you were saying Rashford, I was squinting a little bit. So I'm like,
Rashford shouldn't be there.
Nah,
he shouldn't be there. I've already said he shouldn't.
Bro,
he shouldn't be there.
He's carrying a heavy injury, you know.
But the fact that we're talking about Rashford not being there and England are still fine shows the quality and strength.
Shows the quality.
Certain man told me Rashford was better than Sancho. Do you man think that, by the way? Is Rashford better than Sancho? Certain man told me that. I
want Sancho to bench him at my club team. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want Sancho
be easy.
Get me? When Sancho comes in, if he comes in, it's Rashford that's holding bench. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I don't know about that.
So Beeks, on the side note, okay.
This is two Man United fans. Two Man United. Just one more time so they can hear.
Who's holding bench if Sancho comes in?
Bro, Sancho can play. What? You're not saying that Sancho will play on the right?
You know he's holding bench.
I'm saying Sancho plays on the right. But Pogba's gonna play on the left.
Greenwood's holding bench.
I hear you. Greenwood holding bench.
Bro.
I'm saying Rashford, like he's got to step up his game, but that's a hard.
You would bench Rashford because you're about it and you got
man, can you just say that for me? Can you just tell me who's better, Rashford or Sancho? Just so the man them know, innit? You know, I'm looking directly into the camera. Man, just clarify that for me, please.
For me, it's not even. I can't even believe that's a conversation. I rate Rashford.
I rate Rashford, bro.
I'm just sold on Sancho.
Sancho's a bad boy, you know.
I'm just sold on Sancho.
Sancho's a bad boy in the thing, you know.
And that's as I said, that's no discredit to Rashford because I'm a massive. No. I think Rashford is a baller. Not a
having it that he shouldn't be on the plane. I'm like, well, I just don't think he should start. But he should be on the plane.
Serious.
No, the reason why I'm saying he shouldn't be on the plane, it's not a quality issue. It's because he's injured. That's the problem. It's an injury thing. If he's fit, take him. You know what I'm saying? And that because England could therefore, like, with all this pace, and if they play this back three, they can do a Chelsea thing and just hit teams on the counter. That's what they should do.
Yeah, but Chelsea have Tuncha. We have.
Yeah. I get your
hear
point.
you say-
Yeah.
I get it though.
The idea's there, innit? You know what I'm saying? We're working. The idea's there. Yeah.
But so quick. So probably last sort of point then, boys. Who do you feel like, if anyone? Because again, I feel like everyone who's there should be there. But if it's down to you, are you man taking anyone else that should be there? Because I've got a couple names who I would have dashed on that plane. And that's no disrespect to anyone that's been picked, but I think certain man should have been on that plane. So we'll go the other way around this time. We'll start flawless, me, and then we'll go that way. Yeah. Well,
you should have been there. Like I said, Lingard, I think should have went. Lingard should have went. I think you should have. I think Ward-Prowse should have went also for the things we spoke about in terms of set pieces.
Who do you take out then if you're bringing them in as well?
For Lingard, who am I taking out? Probably one of the right backs. You know what I'm saying? Because you got 4. You don't.
So you'd keep all them attackers. You'd keep one.
I keep all the attackers. Yeah. Like I would take out probably one of the right backs. Which right back would I take? Probably Kyle Walker. I'd probably take out in that. 100%. I'd probably take out Kyle Walker in that. Yeah. I'm not sold on him like that. You know what I'm saying? And then how many centre backs are there? And maybe one of the centre backs as well. I'd probably take out for Lingard. You know what I'm saying? A Mings or a Cody. Yeah. I'd probably take out a Cody or a Mings. That's who I'll take out. Because to me, I'm not sold on Walker like that. And he is, if I remember correctly, England at the last tournament, he was at fault for one of the goals at Croatia, if I remember correctly, not getting out to his man for the cross. And I know he gives away penalties as well. I know, because my boy Stroll's always on his case about him. Always, no stress. Stroll's always on his case about this, talking about him being a walking penalty and that. And he gives away a lot of penalties still. My Don Stroll, innit? Yeah. He's a Liverpool fan. Talking about Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
Giving away penalties and that. So I'd probably take
you know what?
Yeah.
Walker just relies on his athleticism. I just don't understand how you're still this old and you're still so athletic, like that. Like, man don't care about positioning. Man's like, I'm gonna pace you. Like,
But you know what? Fair play to him. I know he does give a few penalties and whatnot, but he has been good this season, bro. I'm not gonna write him off. I'm not gonna come here and slate him. He has been okay this season. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I think, look, he's been another crucial part to City winning the league. I think this has been his best season overall. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think personally for him, this has been his best season. But if I'm going to take one of them out, I wouldn't. You know what? I might take Trippier out. If I had to take one of the right backs out,
that's criminal. That's one of them ones that.
But so did Walker, bro.
So did Walker. It's like you don't need 4 right. You don't need 4 right backs. I'm saying
you get me? Like,
do you know the thing is with Walker though?
Trent goals to me. You know what I'm saying? Trent goals. Reece James goals. You know what I'm saying? Because he's probably the best out of 4 of them at playing right-sided centre back, which I didn't know he could do. So like it's those two. So then you're looking at Trippier and Walker. You know what I'm saying? And Henderson's half fit. So I forgot about. I'll even take out one of the centre backs. It's Henderson. Simply not because I don't think he's good. It's a fitness thing. He's not played since. However, and you're just gonna throw him in a major tournament.
They'll hate me for this, but I'm not sold on Reece James. They'll hate me for this. I'm not sold on Reece James because I get it. Big players perform on big stages, but obviously, you see with Reece James, everyone tries to do that. Oh yeah, he's a mix between Trent and Wan-Bissaka and da. First of all, with Reece James, I get he's got the stature and the strength, and technically he's sound. I don't want to say he's good. He's sound technically, but I feel like I've watched him going forward, and unless Hudson-Odoi is playing there, he's not moving that ball fast enough for me. Yeah. Unless because when Hudson-Odoi plays, I feel like he transforms a little bit. Yeah, because when Hudson-Odoi plays, he moves that ball fast, innit? Yeah. Maybe that's because they got that from the academy sort of thing. But
I get what you're saying, but as a wing back, Reece James is going as my backup anyway. He's not starting. Trent's starting as the wing back. I already said that.
People are saying he's the best. People are going on. He's the best.
No, if you're talking a flat 4, I understand that. If you're talking wing backs, that's what I said from the jump. Wing backs, Trent's on the plane. Flat 4, then you have more of a debate. If you're playing wing backs, then Trent definitely 100% has to go, which makes me think he's gonna do that. And I will play. This is me as a United fan saying this. Wing back, Trent starts, and Reece James is backing him up. That's how I would do it. That's me. But
I think Monts is looking for me for Chelsea fans. You
hear me?
We can hear you. He's there. That's where he went. Then he's looking for the Chelsea fans.
He's looking for the Chelsea fans.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
You hear us?
Take the
hear
floor
us.
and carry on. Give me 2
Yeah, yeah.
seconds because
Cool,
I
cool, no worries.
He's looking for Chelsea
He's
fans,
look-
innit? That's
he's
what he
trying-
is. He's
he's
looking for
trying-
Chelsea
Yeah,
fans.
that's why they're responding, bro. They're like, yo, Abramovich, they chop that internet real quick, bro. That guy is
Bro.
shit. Man don't know who he's talking about, bro.
They booked Monts' phone, bro. They said, hey.
Hey,
said,
that's that
"Come and
Reece
do-"
James
And it's
slander.
They went to him, hey, come and see this guy. He's talking a lot of
Wait,
smack.
man? What happened, man? What actually happened?
Oh,
Because
they booked
Chelsea
your
fans,
phone,
innit?
bro. Chelsea fans,
Chelsea-
bro.
fans, bro.
Chelsea fans booked your phone.
what did anything in the screen change? Or did the sound?
Nah,
just
it
go?
was calm, fam.
Bro,
You can
they
hear you.
got
You
him.
can hear us.
Bro. It was
How about
calm.
this? You see my screen, the thing just went blank. The thing just went blank.
Yeah, they got Monts. They got Monts.
The
They
thing
got
just
Monts.
went blank.
Yeah,
But
they
no,
got
no.
one.
Let me learn about the whole Reece James thing. So I hear it. For me, he still goes, but I'm just not completely sold on him. And obviously with Kyle Walker, like I've never seen so many people right off the left side of a pitch because of Kyle Walker. So he has to go for that alone. Do you know what I'm saying? As much as say what you like about Kyle Walker, but man go, yeah, but you're not gonna win in a race.
It's the road runner
Like,
team.
like, it's
all it is the road runner team.
like yeah, but still, but that's it. But that is, and obviously he's not a dead
That's
ball.
all
He
you
can
need.
still kick ball. Like, bro, he can kick ball better than Wan-Bissaka, bro. Like, and obviously Wan-Bissaka, but that's why Wan-Bissaka, people right off the left side because they just right off the left side, man. That's what I'm saying. They right off. So with Kyle Walker, I'll be honest. Me, I'm a left winger / cam. So when I'm thinking, yeah, I can dribble past him, but Donny's just gonna come running back like one gal. Like, why? So obviously, you know, like I personally, when it comes to the attackers, I would take out one of the right backs. It probably would be Trippier now that if someone puts the gun to my head and does that. But in terms of attackers, I would have wanted Vardy. Vardy. I know. I would have wanted Vardy.
Well, I don't understand all this Vardy chat that people are talking about.
Yeah,
Man,
but
don't play
Vardy's
international
people
balls,
don't
like-
want to play. Like you think but you know, like defenders' presence and strikers' presence. No one wants to play against Vardy. You know that, innit? No one likes playing against Vardy. Vardy is just a gnat. He just keeps going at you and he doesn't stop. And I feel like we need that. And
Yeah,
another.
but-
No, go on.
Did he not retire though? Like
Even
Saints saying.
Tiger,
Yeah,
yo,
no,
bro,
I'm saying.
You know what? And
Go
his
on.
form this season ain't been really too good
it's
anyway.
true, you know. It ain't
If
been the
you
same
look- hey,
Vardy.
Look
If
at
you're
Dominic
pulling out man out of retirement and that, like, come
Look
on.
at-
Yeah,
Look at Dominic. Wait,
I
but
say you're violating the retirement.
No,
But
Lie.
Benzema defo come back after the whole mad thing. So I'm telling you, Vardy can defo come
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
in
but
and
you
do
know
a
what
thing.
happened? I seen a meme about that. You know what happened? Deschamps seen the group France are in and he said, this Benzema beef's not
He
that
said
deep.
it's low.
Yeah,
He
mate.
said he
Yeah,
hollered at
true.
Benzema. He said
It's
he
cool.
hollered at Benzema. And he said, "Yo, je m'appelle man Benzema.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, fam, squash the beef."
He did. He squashed the beat. He realized the ops was on top and he needed to go get a real
Yeah,
strong man.
exactly.
So he was like, you know
Man,
what?
real footballing guys, bro. He said, yo, my legacy is bigger than some beef, rude boy. Hey, big
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's not
But yeah,
that deep.
when you look at Dominic Calvert-Lewandowski's form, I swear is he not the 4th, 5th highest scorer in the league? So he
But
deserves to go.
his form was a bit crap coming to the end.
No,
of the
but
season,
he
though.
was-
He was a
if he
first.
get injured.
No.
did-
But forget form. He has something that we don't have that. You said, bro, he can climb mountains. We don't have no one aerially that's that good. That like, bro, he has to go just because of what he. You know them ones there.
Yeah,
like,
I hear he
we've
can
got
climb
the
mountains, but
speeders.
we have Harry Kane.
Here's the thing though. Harry Kane can, but what Dominic Calvert-Lewin will also
bully,
do is
innit?
rough dead. See that you exactly took the
Yeah.
words right out of my mouth on that. They ain't seen nothing like that before.
Yeah, what I'm saying,
He's
but
a proper throwback.
He'll hold 2 man and then
Yes.
leave space for
Mm.
a Sancho or a Grealish.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
You man-
He'll run the channels and all that type.
You-
All that stuff they don't like, he'll do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is that what? No, go on, Beeks.
You man not taking Ings.
That's what I was like. I was waiting. I was thinking. So what about Ings then?
if you man
Okay.
are saying what you man are saying about Rashi, I take Ings.
I hear- Here's the thing.
I
if
hear
someone
that.
would- if-
I hear
Ings got
that.
the fitness issue at the moment as well, though.
yeah, I can't
True,
argue
true,
against
yeah.
Ings. If someone
Yeah.
says to me, right, I would have took Ings.
No,
when I
but
look at
right
his return,
now-
I can't now.
Right now, he's fit though. He's calm. No,
Yeah, if he's fit, I
Half-
understand.
He's half.
He's
fit.
he's fit.
In
He's
fact,
fitter
no,
than
he's more than
Rashford.
half fit. Yeah.
he's fit than
He's fitter than
Rashford.
Rashford.
I take him
Yeah.
over. I take him over Rashford.
I hear
If
that.
you man are, you man
wouldn't
are
even-
insiders. You man are telling me that he's holding something deep. Then yeah, I'll take
Yeah,
him over.
he is, man.
Yeah,
It
he's
makes
on-
sense. Yeah.
He's on the stretcher, bro. He's on the stretcher. He's
So-
not going
And
there, bro.
Ings is a leg man, you know. Like we need
Yeah,
an
Ings is
old
cold.
school.
Special.
Put them chances away. That's why I don't
Yeah.
take him. but don't let Sterling see bare minutes this tournament, bruv. I beg you, bruv. Like, I beg you.
No, I feel like people are scapegoating Sterling. I think that's just a cool thing to do at the moment, man. I need
Nah,
to
God,
allow
I've been
Sterling,
man,
man.
from day, but we cannot finish, bro. Like, and we've got man that can do. This is what I said about DCL. Yeah, you can't tell me no one else that's doing what DCL can do. Whereas we've got man that maybe they're not as pacey, but they can. Do you know what I mean? Like, they can stretch them. They can stretch. We're not short of pace. Like, bruv, allow it. We need the Canes. We need man that are gonna finish up these chances, bruv. Like. You know them ones there. Sterling ain't doing that.
So lads, is there anything else you guys want to say about the attackers before I go to special mentions? Or
nah, I just hope to see Southgate actually utilize these men. And I don't know England fan. I'm just saying from a football fan perspective.
Yeah,
I want to see the front three. To me, it should be Kane, Sancho, Grealish. That's the front three I want to see in that. Because I think yes, Foden's cold, Mount's cold. But I want to see them come off the bed. But I want to see that front three. But I'm just hoping they actually try and attack and get the ball to these men in it. Like, don't mess this up.
Yeah. So, lads, now it comes to the special mentions. We'll keep this one quite short. So, we'll try leave out the explanations. But special mentions, even for the man that are injured, for me, Harvey Barnes, big special mention. I feel like he would have been on that plane, or he should have been on that plane if it wasn't for his injury. I think
that's the problem.
I know, but I think James Justin. For me,
Justin would have been a shout.
If he carried on playing the way he played, for me,
Justin would have been a shout.
I would have taken out one of the centre backs. I would either taken out one of the right backs or one of the centre backs. James Justin would have been in there for me. Anyone else? Any other special mentions, guys?
No, I'm trying to think. I think we've gone through all of the special mentions would have been the people missed out, like at Ings. Obviously, Green would have been interested.
Bamford, maybe.
Bamford, you could argue.
Well, when I'm looking at the forward line, in all honesty, it's very techie, bro. Like, it's just
it's just unfortunate for him.
It's unfortunate for him. Yeah, it's one of them ones. Like, you had a real good season, bro. But when I'm looking at it, like,
what are you back? 17 in the league.
Something like that.
His GA was mad. He got a lot of assists as well.
He could have got golden boot, bro.
He got like 20. He got over 20 GA.
I think he missed Bamford. I think he was joint top a bag of chances. And the problem is in tournament football, you don't get that. You're definitely not going to get that.
In that 33, in that 33, he actually put Watkins over Bamford. Some bit of a mad thing, you know. And Watkins is calm. He's calm, but
in a one-on-one, I put it on Watkins to bag over Bamford.
Well, as lads, I mean, I've got one more.
You know what I'm saying, though, innit? You know, like,
I hear.
You get one shot, but Bamford just misses too many chances, bruv. And like Flawless said, in a tournament, in a bruv, you don't get them chances. Like, you don't get easy chances like that. You know them ones there, and also fans will crucify you. Like, they will finish you. Like, Watkins will bag if he was on.
I think, do you know what? No, you're right. I'm gonna leave it there. Special mention, I feel like Daniel Sturridge in case anyone came with that. But yeah, listen, as I said, wait, what I just said.
No, what you said?
We missed that.
I heard Daniel Sturridge.
What? Daniel Sturridge? Of course not.
Yeah.
How did I say that? Special mention, if Kane went here, Daniel Sturridge shouldn't, maybe, I don't know, just give him a run outside. But you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe at least train with the team. Maybe train with the team aside. Special mention, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Man, in America, do you want to bring him in?
Studgy D, come on, man. But no, for real, bro. Lads, all I can do is thank you, man. It's been a brilliant chat.
Yeah, man.
We can only, again, I hope Trent's injury today isn't a bad one, and hopefully we can go on to do something in this tournament and not play defensive football and actually start moving that ball. And as you man said, utilize these attackers. So yeah, again, Beeks, where can the people find you, bro?
Yeah, man, you can find me on Twitter. It's over here. My man got it right again. You get me?
Let's go.
Instagram, YouTube at Beeks Corner. You see the orange logo. But yeah, man, listen, Monts, thank you for having me on, Bigsixbants on my debut. Really enjoyed it, man. Come on, bro. Hey, make sure you go subscribe to his channel as well, man. Make sure you hit that like button as well, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You get me?
Love that. Come on, man. Nick, say it, bro. Where can they find you?
Come on. Yeah, man. Saint LFCTV YouTube, Saint LFCTV Instagram, man. Hit me up, man. Hit me up.
Say no more. Flawless, where can they find you, bro?
Yeah, people, Twitter and Instagram, that's me, Flawless. And of course, subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. You know me, get over there, road to 3K. Multiple shows, not just sporting. Obviously, we do football, but there's boxing, there's politics, current affairs.
Yeah,
pure
man.
jokes and bants as well, in it. Like, it's just there's just enough jokes running over there, in it. Like, and it says Saint knows that he's been on there and that.
So you know what, right?
Obviously,
You might even.
Yeah, man. We're literally going live shortly, people. The Sarcasm City Sports Q&A's in it, so we'll be going live.
I'm literally
there.
gonna be on the comments, bro. I swear.
After that as well, obviously we got the NBA. We started doing NBA playoff watch-alongs as well, so that if you're up late and you're a fan of the playoffs, get locked into that, in it.
I said it. This guy don't sleep. You have to hear people. He don't sleep. So if you're doing it all night or one day and it's 5 a.m., just go. You'll see Flawless live. So
you see Flawless live.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Again, pleasure for having you guys on. You man always bring the vibes. You know, we're close to 400, man.
Yo, hit the subscribe button, people.
Right now.
Subscribe, man. Come on, my brother.
This is a fresh new channel, and the love is mad right now. I'm every time I see the numbers going up, it does make me smile. But it's the people that are around me that make this community and make me keep doing what I'm doing. So keep supporting them, supporting us. And if you ever want to start something, start yourself, because look at the vibes, man. But yeah,
no, listen, that's why us four are here and have linked up, because we all decided to start our own thing. And look, we all come together and now in it and put together this video. Like, I enjoyed this. This was good still. I was actually entertained talking about England, because normally it's dry.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Normally it's dry.
You know them ones saying.
I mean, as I said, well, it's been another episode of Bigsixbants. People, love and respect, like and subscribe. We will see you in the next one.